Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chiweze, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing my weekly episode of my weekly forecast in regards to what I'm expecting from the market in the coming weeks. So, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So, starting off from the weekly time frame as I regularly do. So I'm just going to give a brief overview of what is happening on the weekly time frame because I already have the markups laid out here right now. So I'm just going to explain what I'm looking at on this chart. So starting from the top here, first of all, what's our structure? Because that's the most important thing, or who is in control. So obviously we are bearish on the weekly time frame. This is our lower high here, and this is our lower low. So currently we are still in the pullback phase. So if we have to focus on the more recent markets of who is in control, technically demands are in control because it has been taking out supply, but it does not mean like overall trend is not bearish. Like overall, we are still looking for like lower prices. We still expect prices to take this low based on our current trend. So we're just keeping a keen eye out for whatever the market gives to us. So now looking at the weekly time frame, so if you look at the extreme here, we had a sweep of liquidity here, and price created this supply zone right here. And looking from here also, we had this series of supply chains mitigation, which led up to this supply here also, and we had this candle here that swept liquidity, started forming a supply chain, and it was also coming off of this demand reaction right here before it failed. Then price came back into the supply, and this is also like a very good supply. But let's see if it's going to be able to hold price to head downwards. If that doesn't happen, we still have some other supply zones up here, and price could still potentially create like a mini supply. Maybe the target into the supply zone could just create a supply zone and just run off of that supply zone. So and looking at this point, we have some CPBs right here. So these CPBs are just like catalysts for pullbacks, zones that price could just potentially react to just for maybe for a short while to go up and mitigate something. But obviously they're not expected to like take out the high, they're not expected to like violate the trend. Now going down to the daily time frame. So the daily time frame, I'm just going to focus on our most important leg as we always do here. So when you look at the daily time frame, this is our current leg, this is our higher high right here, this is our higher high right here, and just let me duplicate this. Then this is our higher low. So this is our trend that we are. This is the trend we are currently in on the daily time frame. And price just this was where price broke the high. And looking at this supply was a flip into this demand zone right here. So this was a daily supply, which price gave this subtle reaction right here and created this demand, which also was what caused price, gave price that momentum to be able to break this high. So this is also a daily demand, and now from that demand, we started having a series of mitigations on the daily time frame. So that got mitigated by that, and this got mitigated by that also right here, and this got mitigated by that also right here, and this also is this is where price is currently in. So obviously, what am I expecting from on the daily time frame? So as always, the trend is bullish, and since I'm an intraday trader, I'm focused mainly on just the daily and the 4 hour. But my main priority is the 4 hour time frame because that's like my second wife, like I like to call it. So obviously, from the daily time frame, I'm expecting price to break this high based on expectation of that flow. But doesn't mean that price could not do otherwise. No, price could definitely always do otherwise. It could definitely just come and take out this low. But from what I've backtested from my edge, always price is expected to take out this high, which is what I'll be anticipating. So currently as we are in this daily demand, because this is like the most valid daily demand has not been mitigated yet, that price could potentially use to take out this high. So let's just see what price gives us in the coming weeks and we react off of that. So now moving transitioning into the 4 hour time frame. So on the 4 hour and the daily, they share similar structure. So this was where we broke this high on the 4 hour time frame. And for me, this is not like a very, very deep pullback. It's more of like a pause in the market before going back up. So I expect this to be swept as liquidity and that bit maybe something lower. But that does not mean that price could not just go off of this. But why I see this as a pause, so since I see this as a pause in the market, so my leg on the 4 hour is also just this from this low right here to this high. So that's my current leg on the 4 hour time frame. And now let me look at for potential demand zones I would look into take long or from, because we're also still bullish on the 4 hour time frame and the 4 hour is what determines my bias. But for counter trend trades, the 4 hour is not literally what determines my bias. The 15 minutes is what determines my bias for counter trend trades. So but for pro trend trades, the 4 hour is what determines what I'm trading off from and how I'm going to flow in the market. So let's look at this. We have this demand right here, which has been unmitigated. So this is an hourly demand, which I'll just put as a demand because I'll need to sit on the 15 minutes when I get to the 15 minutes to explain some things. And that was coming off of this demand chain right here. Yeah. And this was coming off of this. If you want to take it back, but I'm just going to focus on more recent price action, more of what price is going to play off from this week. So yeah, we also have this demand. So for those of you out there, how I mark out my demand, I have three criteria in which I use to mark out my demand. So I might not use the three criteria, but once I've seen one, I use it to mark out the demand. And the one that you guys may popularly know me for using is the demand chain, because it happens kind of a lot. So I use three methods: demand chain, sweep of liquidity, or flip. So currently, if I should see any of those, I'll do that, and I'll also record a video explaining my three demand marking models. So let's continue with that. So we have this here also. This. So this is also like a demand chain. Sorry, I need to turn this into an hourly demand, because I don't necessarily need this to show on the M15. I just need the unmitigated ones to show for me on the M15. Then as for this, let me mark this. I'm going to make this a demand because I need this to show. So as for this will be a demand, and this is also a demand. And yeah, so now looking out for potential CPBs. So these are CPBs. You might call them supply, but for me, they are not expected to like give deep reaction to take out this low. They are just expected to like give a subtle reaction and price should eventually just break off of it. So this is a CPB supply. But if price should come into this CPB supply, I have a rule. Before I trade off it, I need to see 15 minutes show its hand. So like the 15 minutes trend needs to be like in that bearish order flow. So if price just come into it, I'm not just going to start trade off of it. Prices in it, start taking trades off of it. So these are just the potential CPBs on the hourly time frame I'll have my eyes on. So CPB supply, and then we also kind of have this, which price is actually kind of inside right now. So CPB supply. So these are the CPBs I will look to like take shots off from. What the CPBs on the hourly time frame are not just the only criteria I use to determine whether I'm to take shots or whether I'm to just take counter trend trade. So if the 15 minutes is bearish, it's also an indication for me to like take potential counter trend trade. So I don't just rely solely on the 15 minutes. So now moving down into the 15 minutes to see what we have. So now from the 15 minutes, price is inside this hourly demand right here. So now for me to want to take 1 minute entry, because I take my entry from the 1 minute, so I have a rule. I either look for a 15 minutes POI inside the 4 hour demand, which we have this extreme here. When price comes into this, I can take 1 minute entry, and we also have this here. So these are the two unmitigated demand zones price could come into inside here, and I will look to take buys from immediately on the 1 minute. But now, since price is not in any of those, what I wait for is 5 minutes to go for 5 minutes to switch bullish, and which has potentially already happened. So on the 15 minutes, we have some potential demand that okay, if price should come into these demands, I could look to take longs from. And mind you, I'm just a New York trader, so I don't trade London. So I technically don't really know what happens in London, just New York session, and that's the session I look out for. And just stay tuned to my channel soon. I'll start doing live trading for you guys very very soon. So you guys see how I jump in my trades, how I handle my emotions, and every other thing related to trading. So as for the 15 minutes, am I allowed to take counter trend? So I'll have to check my what do you call it, my trend on the 15 minutes. So this is my lower low, this is my higher high, this is my lower low. So until price breaks this high right here, price breaks this high, I can be shorting. I can keep taking shots until price breaks this high. So this CPB, as price in this CPB, I can look to take shots from this CPB. And once price breaks this low, maybe it can put in a new lower low, lower high, lower low, then breaks the high and start going back up. As long as the 15 minutes is no longer bearish, I'm not gonna be taking. As long as the 15 minutes is no longer bearish, I'm not taking any counter trend shots. The 15 minutes switch bearish. So currently, this is my high on the 15 minutes and this is my low on the 15 minutes. So as long as price does not go above this high, I'm still permitted to take shots off of them. And now looking at 15 minutes supply zones, I could look to take shots from if price coming to for just like 1 minute short already. Yeah, so this is an a 15 minutes supply zone. I'll call it a CPB and supply because it could give me buys entries from here also and also sell entry, both of them. And then yeah, this has been mitigated. Let me just draw the chain for you guys to see. So this here tapped into that. So that's the supply chain that was formed from here. And this also tapped into this here. Then this is what price is currently reacting off from. So once the market open, I will still see how the market will be looking like before New York session or during New York session, which is what is going to because something might happen during London session, might no longer be in this zone, might have pushed away from the zone and head into another zone. So and as for longs, this is the only other demand that I'll be looking to take something off from. But I feel like this demand can get swept. So let me mark it as M demand. This is making much more sense for me to go long from. I feel like this can be used as liquidity where your feeling does not matter. Trade your plan and have a good trading week, guys. So thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also click that notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop any new YouTube video. And please share this video to your friends so they can get more enlightened on so that can so wow. Thank you, English. So they can get more enlightened on things about the financial markets. And I remain your brother and friend Chibueze Ozeshi. So stay tuned to my channel. Bye guys.